New South Wales side led out by their new skipper for the evening, Ray Price, and there are quite a number of changes in this New South Wales side, and he's the very interesting player, the fullback Kevin Dan. And also a number of changes in this Queensland side to the one that played at Lang Park last Tuesday night and was defeated 35-3. About coming along tonight would have been kept away by the rain that was falling up until about 7 o'clock tonight. So New South Wales with their first opportunity to attack, and Anderson on the Queensland quarter line. To Lang, Morris. Back to Lang, line side. And Boyd left it behind, Wynn backed up. It's Graham Wynn, he's made a good break, but that's right in front of the Queensland posts. They can't give that man any leeway. New South Wales on the attack. Steve Morris. To Lang. Trudgett. Made a nice half break, but caught by Close and the 5'8" McWhirter. One tackle to go for New South Wales. To Lang. Brentnell. Chasing it through is Ray Price. Price goes up very high and the ball goes dead. Price had only to take that, and that would have been a try.
Only to get their game together.
That's Price. He's very good at taking the ball from the scrum base. Morris, Wynn. Had Trudgett with him, it would have been offside though. Stone got it back, John Lang. Lang's almost through. Playing it back to Wynn. Trudgett. Had his teammate Graham Quinn outside. Playing it now to Robert Stone. Two tackles for New South Wales. Lang, Boyd. He's very hard to stop, but good defence again by McWhirter and Higgs. Higgs is always going low in the tackle. To Lang, last tackle coming up. Trudgett putting up the bomb, not noted as a bomb specialist, and Lewis goes up, but it's been taken by Brentnell, who's over, and he's lost the ball, but it's a try. Brentnell able to get the ball down before he lost it, and the first try of the match goes to Greg Brentnell of New South Wales after 22 minutes, right under the posts. Well, the Queenslanders have been going well up till now. Let's see if they can get back into this net match, not that they're out of it.
Well, I wouldn't be too worried if I were Queensland, because their defence was quite sound there. New South Wales, they struggled. They almost made breaks, almost got in for the try, but Queensland kept them out. It was only that excellent kick by Trudgett to give Brentnell the chance to score.
Now away goes Les Boyd, and he's very hard to stop. Looks for support, it was there too, and Steve Morris can't break away, and he passed to a Queenslander. Canescu has it. The Queensland defence moving up quickly all the time. Steve Morris, that's Rod Morris.
These Queenslanders are moving up fast. They're tackling well. There's not too many gaps out there. In fact, we've only seen a couple of breaks made in this game, but they're containing it in the centre.
Wynn, his one man can make a break. The ball's been lost forward, and Norm Carr has it for Queensland. Canescu, the hooker, he's not afraid to run with the ball either. Now Backer comes in from the wing. Lewis, McWhirter, had Close outside. Back to Close. The neat step too. Close down to the quarter line. Got good break there to Lewis. Lewis for the line and overhead, and intercepted by Kevin Dan of New South Wales. That was very nearly a Queensland try. So about 2 minutes before half-time, and New South Wales with the ball on halfway. That's Kerry Bowstead. Back to Lang. Stone.
It's been a very tight first half of football, and I think the emphasis has been on defence on both sides. New South Wales have tried to throw this ball around to make the break, but Queensland defence has been up to the task.
And here's Graham Wynn splitting the defence up the middle.
In fact, the difference has only been that bomb that Trudgett put up. And
now Johnny Lang from dummy half. Lang almost through. Had support. Stevie Morris is over to score. New South Wales second try. It should never have been on. Some poor defence, perhaps the only time in the evening. Such bad defence by Queensland. And John Lang has set up the try scored by the New South Wales halfback Steve Morris.
That's better football. They're working it now. 2 wide passes to clear the ruck. That's the idea.
Meninga. He hasn't had much room this evening in which to move. Hancock.
There's a settler again to force New South Wales back the extra few metres.
1 tackle to go. Conescu dummy half. Lewis dummying to kick and then going in amongst the forwards and making a good break too. Got the pass away and Marinan spilled it. New South Wales with the ball. Boustead running it out. And Boustead, if he gets in the clear, it'll be dangerous. And couldn't break through Scott's tackle. That was a last-ditch tackle by Scott.
It's just as well too. You could see that Boustead was enjoying that ball.
Now New South Wales in the clear through. Brendel backing up inside and Kevin Dan, the fullback, couldn't hold it. Neal. Caught by Anderson. Land anxious for a try. Hancock. And this will be a test for the New South Wales defence. Conescu. Good defence from Rod Morris, the defensive dummy half. Higgs. Lewis. McWhirter. Gave it to close too. About 9 metres out, right in front of the New South Wales posts. Playing it back to Lewis. Higgs on the far side. Got Carr going with him. Higgs couldn't unload it. Morris and Wynn, the defenders for New South Wales. Marinan dummy half. Lewis. No one up in support, and he's lost the ball forward. Dived on the far side by Carr. Tackle count starts again. Queensland with 5 to go now. Conescu. Marinan. Higgs wants it. Conescu goes himself. He's not very far away either. Now Ray Higgs is a danger man from here if he goes himself. Lewis, McWhirter, close again, caught by Boyd and Graham Quinn. Chris Close about 4 metres out, playing it to Lewis. That's Naylor. Scott. To Naylor. Lewis. Conescu.
New South Wales defence holding. They've got to put one in the air. They've got to try the bomb.
Well, here it is, the last tackle coming up, and Lewis got the pass a little bit late, but it's not a bad kick. Dan coming across calls for it and drops it. Marinan falls on it, and the referee said it went forward. Won the second half scrums 4-0.
Yes.
And Queensland can't get back into this game if they don't get the ball. So Rod Morris.
They've been doing a lot of tackling, Queensland, and they've got to keep doing it too. They've got to keep moving up. If they don't move up and they give New South Wales room to move, well, anything's likely to happen. Stone's playing a very strong game. Rod Morris also.
New South Wales in a good position. There's a spare ball on the field on the far side. Price trying to set his winger up. Got support on the far side. The ball's astray. Referee's allowed play to go on. New South Wales have it. Being played by fullback Dan. That's Lang. And Steve Martin. Martin's through. Caught by Hancock and Lewis on the 5th tackle. To Lang. That's Wynn. They won't stop him. Graham Wynn scoring the 3rd try for New South Wales, and it's 15 points to 4. Darling Downs. Lewis and Kelly. Back to Higgs, going himself. The defence hung off him for a while, and it was left to Lang to move up and put him down, assisted by the second rowers. Conescu, Lewis, Naylor. Close out there, Close going for the line and brought down too close. Trudge at the tackler. New South Wales defending now. Conescu left it behind. Tackle count to start again, and Colin Scott, the fullback, playing it. Lewis. Long pass out to Carr. Tried to set up his winger. McNeil goes to dummy half. To Carr, going the blind side. Only about 4 metres out. Lewis. It's Higgs. And that's a penalty to Queensland against Robert Stone in the tackle. You saw Morris feeding for New South Wales. Queensland win their first scrum of the second half. Kelly got it away, gets close. Chris Close, only about 5 metres out. Higgs, Lewis, Meninga, Scott. Fullback Scott going for the line, and a lovely tackle coming in from the wing. Graham Quinn. Meninga for the corner, and that's Neil, close to the line and over to score. Queensland's persistence pays off. A well-deserved try. 15-7 the score, and let's have a look.
I do believe Mal Meninga has shown he put Neil through for that good try, but all night he's played quite well, and with his combination with Chris Close. I think Chris Close, whilst he hasn't had a big game tonight, I think he's shown the selectors enough that I think he would do very well in New Zealand.
And that last penalty went against Queensland for shepherding. New South Wales have got the chance to put points on the board. So Dan, not from a wide angle. Well, why wasn't he on earlier?
Yeah,
good kick. 17-7 the score. And that somewhat knocked my prediction, Reg. I thought there wouldn't be more than 7 or 8 points difference in the result tonight. Kevin Dan's just tipped me out. Now 10 points difference.
Not by much. But that's just about it, I think, isn't it?
About 2 minutes to go.
Yep.
17-7 the score. Into the last minute of play now, with Meninga putting down a shallow kick-off, but it'll go straight to Boyd. Caught by Marinan and assisted to the ground by Booker Conescu and the other second rower, Higgs.
And speaking of Ray Higgs, I'm sure that everyone would be interested to note that he's still the same style, that charging run. He's done a tremendous amount of tackling tonight. He'd have to be well up in either 30 bracket, 17 in the first half, and I'd say over 30. He's done a tremendous amount of tackling, and with the ball, he's taken it up.
And here's Ray Price making a good break on the far side. Winger Boasted had overrun him. Now he's got the ball. Play on, says referee Ward. New South Wales going to attack. Martin out towards Trudgett. Long one to Brentnell. And close up on him very smartly. One tackle to go for New South Wales. To Dan. Stone left it behind. And knockback ruled. End of 6 tackles. Scrum to go down. And probably the last scrum of the match.
And Alan, you did ask me before about the centre clash, and tonight's game has been very little in it. They've stood up all night, and they've just about cancelled each other out because of their defensive play.
And I'm anticipating a scrum penalty perhaps from here. It doesn't come out cleanly this time. It's in. And that's it. New South Wales making a clean sweep of the Interstate Series for 1980 after winning at Lang Park last week by 35 points to 3. New South Wales have won the match by 17 points to 7 after leading 12-4 at half-time, and that meant that only 8 points were scored in the second half. For New South Wales, tries scored by Brentnell, Wynn and Steve Morris, and Wynn kicked 3 goals, Dan 1. For Queensland, a try scored by Neil and Meninga, 2 goals. Scrums favoured New South Wales by 9-4, and the penalties favoured Queensland by 19-11. New South Wales winning the return interstate clash here at Leichhardt Oval by 17 points to 7.